So just before we put point shoes on, a good thing to think about with regard to standing and distributing your weight across your foot is that your foot is a triangle. So if we think about one dot being here on the ball of the foot, one dot being over here under the pinky of the foot, and another one being here in our heel, whenever we're standing, our weight should be evenly distributed 1, 2, 3. So it shouldn't be half your weight back here or half your weight up here or half your weight over here rolling out onto your foot. It should be evenly distributed in the triangle of your foot. And if you think about that balance when you're standing, it suddenly gets a lot easier to move your balance and to shift your weight to other parts of the foot. And that's really important when you've got point shoes on, because if your weight is all in the ball of your foot rolling forwards, you're going to roll your ankle inwards over your arch. If all your weight's sitting out here under the little toe, then you've got a good chance that when you go up onto point, your ankles might fall out. And if all your weight's sitting in your heels, you're going to be leaning back and you'll find yourself falling off your points a lot of the time. So you don't need to draw the dots on your foot, but drawing them on for me, 1, 2, 3, is a good reminder of how to think about my balance when I'm standing, when my feet are parallel, when my feet are turned out, when my feet are in second position, when my feet are crossed over. And then to translate that so that when I move my weight onto the tops of my toes, I'm moving my weight through those points. So obviously it comes out of my heel, comes evenly into these 2 points, and then it transfers up onto the top of my foot. So if you haven't just done a class, I would roll your ankles, get them warm, make sure that there's blood flow happening there. You might want to sit on the floor and do a little bit of this through the ankles, through the foot, through the toes action. See if you can do that in 3 distinct steps. I'm just sitting on a chair so you can see my legs. But when you point your toes, there's the step of here through the ankle joint, and then push down through the top of the foot, and then finally the toes are the last thing. So if I leave one foot kind of relaxed, you can see the difference. But when you point your foot, it's not pointing your toes, you actually start pointing your foot in your ankle joint, and the idea is to get the top of your foot to run in a straight line all the way up through to your knee, maybe even a bit of a backwards line if you're lucky enough to be hyperextended. You can think about the same thing when you rise. Whenever you rise through your feet, the idea is to lift your, need to be further away, lift your heels up off the ground first, and then get that straight line to happen from the base of your toes all the way up to your hips and shoulders. Then when you come down, same thing, you roll down through the foot and just ease your heels back onto the ground, thinking about that triangle and that even weight distribution. Don't put all your weight back in your heels because you'll relax and slump down. So it's a great idea whenever you're waiting around with nothing else to do, to rise through your feet, engage the ankles, even distribution on the ball side of the foot and the little toe side of the foot. So there's no wobbling in or out. We don't want this to happen. We want you to go all the way straight up and all the way straight down. All the way straight up, all the way straight down. And when that feels comfortable and stable and you can feel that there's no shifting going on in your pelvis, there's no weird accommodation happening, that you're just rising, using your ankles and engagement through your core, then take it with some turn out and just go like to 90 degrees, okay, not a full first position. Tuck your tail under so you're pulling the base of your spine down to your heels. Make sure that your legs remain straight. These are my straight legs. My legs don't get any straighter than this. This is just my version of straight. Keeping your legs straight, engage, pull up and onto your balls and little toes. And resist the temptation to let your little toes pop off. Make sure that your little toes stay in contact with the ground. And then roll down, squeeze, 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 heels back together. And you should feel that in here. If you don't feel anything in here, you're going to find that your heels fall out the back and you won't get the same first position you started with. Okay, so as you come down, make sure you really engage. Hips, pelvis forward, rotate with the inner thigh, and down you come. And believe it or not, sitting in a side split and lifting your legs one at a time, I made a video for the side split stretch, will increase the strengthen your hip flexors, and it will make this kind of rotation much easier. So every time you rise up, make sure you can feel your little toes on the floor. If your little toes are popping off, then you're rolling inwards and your point isn't going to be secure. Okay, have a little shake. Put that one in the bank for brushing your teeth or brushing your hair or waiting for dinner or stirring pasta on the stove, wherever you like. Grab your shoes. Apologies, I don't keep ribbons on my shoes, I only keep elastics. That's just the way I do it. So, if it takes you longer to lace up, you might want to just pause this video for a second. Or maybe I'll be faffing around and it will take me longer to lace up, who knows? Make sure your elastics are tucked in and your shoes fit snugly. There's nothing worse than loose shoes because they'll slop around in your feet. If you're finding that your feet are hot or sticky, a little bit of talcum powder can stop them sliding around, or can stop them catching on your shoes. Hi Monty. Monty was helpfully trying to bring me my pointe shoes before. Well, I say bring, he probably says take off to his bed and chew, which isn't necessary.
And tight shoes aren't good.
So pointe shoes should fit your foot like a glove. If yours are new and have a little bit of room, then you may want to wear a very thin pair of socks with them. Okay? Cool. Have a little run on the spot. Ankles round, knees soft, joints warm. Okay, this is important. If you haven't already done a class, then please make sure that you do just get a little bit of blood flow happening. Good. Find your bar and go for a little bit of a run. We'll just do 16. Ready, set, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bounce each side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Both up, one down. Both up, one down. Engage, engage. 2 straight legs. This is my version of straight. My legs just naturally look like that. So depending on your knees, you may have a little bit of hyperextension going on at the back. Lucky you if you do. One more. Cool. I will turn my bar so I'm facing away, and I'm going to do the same thing but with a little bit of turn out. So keep your tail tucked forwards as you do this. Yep, that works. So just go to a nice 90 degrees first position. Check that triangle's flat on the floor, tail through, and same thing, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Straight ankles, don't let them hang out the back. And again, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 2 bounces each side, and 1, 2 and 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good. Have a little shake. Chill. Have a hang. Alright. Some rises. So facing your bar, 2 hands on. Feet parallel, because that's the easiest way to do everything. Tail tucked under. Think about your triangle of power. Think of lifting your heel dot off the floor, rolling through your 2 front dots under your little toe and the ball of your foot, and then pulling them up off the floor and popping onto your toes. Ready? 1 and up. Roll it down. Going up. Roll it down. Going up. 1 more time. Up you go. Roll it down. Have a shake. And try and keep that nice straight line all the way up. Take a first position that's just 90 degrees apart. Think of your dots on the floor. None of this. Hope you can see I'm letting my feet roll forwards there. No, I don't want that. Roll them back. Tuck your tail. Same thing, roll up through your feet. Lift the heel dot off. Come all the way to the tops of your toes. Up we go. Roll it down. Up we go. Roll it down. Up we go. Roll it down. 1 more time. Down you come. Good. Go back to parallel, but this time shoulder width apart. Or you can use your rear legs as markers, okay? So line your feet up. shoulder width apart but parallel, so my knees are facing forward. Easy to keep my backside under because I'm parallel, there's no turnout required. And exactly the same thing, just rise up through your feet, keep your ankles nice and strong. And ready, go. Up you go, butt stays under, knee stays strong, coming down. 2 more times, heels come down, last time now, and relax. Oh, have a shake. So we've made it progressively more difficult. We've started here, then with a little bit of turnout, then legs apart, and now we're going legs apart with turnout. Okay, you knew that was coming, I hope. So second position, 2 hands on your bar. With turnout, all your dots on the floor. It's better to let your feet turn in a little bit and have good contact with the floor than to overturn and push for a straight line and have crappy contact. Okay, because that wrecks the alignment of your ankles, knees, hips, spine, shoulders, neck, everything. So check your feet are in contact with the floor, backside under, scoop, engage with the core, up we go. Rolling up, rolling down, rolling up, heels stay in the middle. 2 to go, coming down, last one now, and relax. Good. Shake your feet up. It's quite a strong movement, okay, but with a little bit of practice, a few times a week, it gets easy quickly. A few tonjus. All right, so we'll start parallel again. I'll turn my back to you. That's better. Feet parallel. Okay. Tonju to the front. Stay turned in. Pull your knee back and leave your foot there. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Suck it back. Left leg. Push forwards. Roll over. Come back and leave your foot there in as much contact with the floor as you can. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Suck it back in. Again, right leg. Push forwards. Push over. Suck the knee back. Try and leave the foot there. And zip. Push forwards. And over. Knee back. Leave the foot there. And zip. A little bit of turnout. Make sure that your legs are straight and staying pulled up. Don't sag into your first position. Push forwards. Lean, knee to the side now. Lean back and take the knee straight. Try and leave the foot there. And back. Push forwards. Knee to the side with turnout. Come back, leave your foot there as long as you can. And suck. 2 more. Push over. Leave your foot there. Suck it back in. Last one. Push over. Leave it back. And suck in. Good. Feet parallel. And just hop up onto 2 feet. Scoring. And have a little run. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Keeping it parallel. Okay, no turnout. When you're parallel, it's very easy to keep straight lines from your shoulders to your toes. The second you start to turn out, things get less stable. So it's always good to do what you want to in parallel first, and then to add turnout when you're feeling confident. Nice job. Have a shake and take them off. That's enough. But try and check in a few times a week and go through this, because it will build that strength and stamina, and it will really work on your postural alignment so that you can build up to the fancy stuff quickly.